So, that's Ruhnuk, Heta Cole's base of operations.
That's right. I also managed to piece together more about her. One thing doesn't track. She moves like a Mando, fights like she's been trained by the best, but I couldn't find a clan affiliation. I'm certain she's one of us, but it's strange. Whatever she is, people follow her. Years back, she ran a small team of outcasts for a while. They became her inner circle. This group was responsible for several raids against both Republic and Imperial interests. She owes nothing to either side. In fact, looking at her targets and the chaos she left behind, it goes much deeper than gathering resources.
There has to be a reason behind the attack on the Spirit of Vengeance and the Kadera banner.
Agreed. The only thing I know is that she holds a grudge with two hands.
What else did you learn?
She's gone to great lengths to hide her location. False trails, dead contacts, and now Ruhnuk. The planet is in the middle of some kind of electrostatic storm. Messes with communication and navigation. Prime location for a hideout. After the ambush on the Spirit of Vengeance, she's been busy building up her forces, applying pressure, and making the occasional threat to a number of clans. Rumors say her group is making a move soon.
You've been at this for months. How did you find her?
Her drive to gather more support left a trail. I admit, it was less complicated to track my targets when I was a bounty hunter and not Mandalore the Avenger. Sometimes it was an advantage, but more often my leads would scatter before I arrived. Now that I have a location, I need help getting close enough to see those blasted horns on her helmet. Make no mistake, she's mine when the time comes. Is that clear?
If my choice is stopping her, or your personal vendetta, I won't hesitate to end this.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Meet me in the hangar. My stealth craft should get us down to the planet without being spotted. But when the time is right, Heta Cole will hear my challenge and see my blade.
We're in position, Mandalore. And for the record, I'm not fond of this plan of yours.
I hear you, but I won't risk her bolting if that storm can't hide our fleet.
You could be walking into a trap.
I'm counting on it.
I'll keep an eye on things, Jakaya.
See that you do. Mandalore, good hunting.
Well, well, look who it is. I knew I should have packed my spaceship crashing pants.
Wrath Ordo. Right in the middle of all this, I see.
You know me. Hate to disappoint.
Load up, everyone. Take off in 3. Time to sharpen our blades.
Here we go. Ruhnuk. Lots of rocks. Big mining venture a long time ago, but nothing since. Probably because of that. Wow. Sensors are not pleased. Lots of noise and false echoes.
Take your positions. We're going in.
The attack on the Spirit of Vengeance, now a base way out here. What changed?
A lot of credits. Raids, Clan Harangir's old money coffers, stealing cartel drops, it all adds up. Heta builds her army with real Mandalorians, but uses Darmanda mercs as blaster fodder. They're perfect for her. No loyalty to anything. Some of them live up to the name, others are just happy to take the credits.
Makes sense. I'm betting half their troops don't even know what Darmanda means.
Okay, we're close. I know they have a base down here, but I had to back off before I could pinpoint it. Hang on! Blast! That was a probe droid! Everyone good?
We're fine. We need to track it down fast.
Wait, give me a sec. Okay, there. Take this data spike. The signal is a little weird, but it should get the droids working for us.
Ras, I'm expecting some reinforcements, so keep an eye out.
Understood. And for the record, I prefer watching a crash landing over being in a crash landing.
Everybody stay off comms starting now. That storm's giving us some cover, but we don't know who's listening.
That should be it.
With the conditions out here, they must swap these out regularly. Let's see if we can find where they're coming from.
Wait, we're just technicians.
You work for Heta Cole.
Who? No, Darmanda hired us. Look, we came straight from orbit. No questions asked. Some kind of top secret thing, okay? We're here to check on some droids.
Then you have no value.
Hold on! Darmanda has another group of techs down here. They're setting up a relay station to cut through all the storm interference. All comms will go through there. That's worth something to you, right?
What are you doing? Bask will kill us!
Where's the relay station?
You must be the smart one. Talk.
I don't know. Not exactly. But here, take this. Maybe there's something that can help in there. So, what happens with me?
We need to keep you quiet for now.
What?
Risky.
Maybe. Let's get this back to Ras. Have you found anything useful on that device, Ras?
I did, despite a few interruptions. Reinforcements are here.
Not surprised to see you here, Akavi. You've been instrumental in helping against Heta's forces.
Heta Cole owes a debt of honor. I would see it paid.
A few more blasters to make sure we don't get eaten by some kind of rock monster.
You said you found something.
We'll talk later.
Yes, some fancy slicing and a bit of math, and I've got a likely location for the relay station. I've gotta say, this would be easier if we used comms, even if they're glitchy. Silence is just slowing us down.
We won't have to remain quiet for much longer. When the time is right, it'll be a firestorm. That relay station gives us an advantage on the ground and might put us on Heta's trail.
About that, maybe let us handle the relay station? I've got an idea about that trail you're looking for.
Go on.
Well, the data from the device got me thinking about Heta's base.
You know where it is.
Not exactly. Here, look at this. I added the relay station data to the patrol routes we got from the droids. See that? I mean, it's a lot to cover, but it's something.
This is good. There are only a few places her base could be. We'll need to do this on foot. Wish I had my old hunting strill.
Wait, you had a dog?
A strill.
Oh, they're the best!
Ras.
Right. Okay, yes. Second team will head to the relay tower, and you two will search for the base.
Trudging through the waste is pointless. We know where to aim our weapons from orbit now.
No. Effective, maybe. But that would be seen as cowardice. I have to face her myself, or all this means nothing. My fleet will keep waiting for the right time to strike.
Before you head out, take these. A little something I've been working on. Lets you listen in on the bad guys. Might be handy.
I'll go prep. Give the signal when you're ready to move.
Well, here we are again. Jakaya sends his regards. He said he likes knowing you've got Mandalor's back. I mean, I assume he meant my back too?
Has he had any issues since being named Arbiter for the Mandalorians?
Not really. I mean, he's very enthusiastic about telling everyone what to do. I should have warned Mandalore about that. It's strange. I saw him lead people in battle, under fire, carrying wounded, all of it. But rarely sorting out some twisty political dispute. He's good at it. Well, of course he is. I'm just getting used to the different uniform, you know? What about you? Learn to play the grouty harmonic? Save the galaxy a few more times?
I'm constantly trying to be everywhere at once.
And today you're here. I get it. I owe you one.
Learn anything else while we were gone?
Not much. Comms are rough, but you knew that. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Another thing. We underestimated our enemy's forces. The number of ships we saw coming in was impressive.
Shay mentioned Heta has been building up her forces, but it doesn't change our objective.
That may not be our choice. Heta's forces can cover more space with more guns. There's only so many places to hide down there.
We'll find a way.
I believe you. I've seen you improvise. Reminds me, I've got more gear to pack if I'm gonna slice a relay station.
Very well.
Akavi. I knew you'd be part of this hunt as soon as your name came up back on Odessan.
I appreciate being asked to help in the hunt.
Anything I should know?
We cannot fail. Heta wants to be Mandalore and her power grows. Her followers were once true Mandalorians, but they were weak and they fell.
Whatever you think of them, they put up a fight when I faced them during the attack on Jakaya and the Spirit of Vengeance. Heta has given them purpose. We should be careful not to underestimate her.
Agreed. I would be foolish to think her blade isn't sharp. But we waste time. You have a trail to follow and I have a relay station to find.
Adjusting sound.
Field Marshal wants a report on the probe droids. Dust must be making them touchy.
This is a waste of time.
Be patient. Clan of Rongir has been very generous. Our place is assured when this war is over.
Clan Harongir.
I figured we'd see them around here. Like I said before, they're old money. Many clans got rich from plunder during the Mandalorian Wars generations ago. I want those days back, and Heta's the answer. She sees the independence of that time as the purest form of honor. Problem is, mistaking greed for righteousness almost destroyed us. Let's move out.
The armor looks like Clan Varad.
If you don't report in, I have to come out here. That makes your clan look incompetent. I answer to the Field Marshal, not you. Educate this new recruit, or it's on you. Clear?
Yes, Rakan. I will bleed him and his sister. Rakan earned his glory in blood. Don't shame me again in front of him.
Grab your gear. We're on watch for the landing area.
They mentioned a landing area.
Let's take a closer look.
Rakan mean anything to you?
No. Let's go. See anything?
Ships. Definitely the landing area. Well hidden. Walled off. We're not getting in that way. I see some Varad troops. Movement. Darmanda patrol.
You see our people on your way back?
Nothing but blasted heat and animals.
Something going on? Your techs didn't report in either.
First of all, they don't report to Varad. Second, the comms are a mess. Don't worry about it.
The Field Marshal wants that relay station up and running now.
Patrol's done. I'm off the clock.
You worthless Minog lovers. Grab your drug, people. We're checking on that relay station.
A Varad patrol is headed right for our people.
We break comm silence to warn them. We risk jeopardizing this whole mission. They can handle themselves.
You're right. Let's move out.
Let's see if we can find a way into that landing area.
Okay, I have spliced into the comms. That should make things easier. You seeing anything bad out there, Akavi?
Nothing yet. All quiet.
Akavi, look out!
Grass!
I'm fine! It's Clan Varad! Get to cover! Watch your flank!
There's more coming!
Time to even the odds!
Cargo reference 011 SOV2. These artifacts are tagged to be reviewed today. You think it's the Field Marshal's new recruit?
We don't ask. What about the new ship acquisitions?
Quality vessels, mostly carriers and long-haul ships being repurposed for her fleet. More on the way.
They're a shard.
We need to get in there and cut communications so her fleet can't be mobilized. We've been lucky so far.
A Jedi.
Padawan. My master was murdered.
Condolences. Now put that thing down.
No.
I know you. Your picture was featured in my reports from Elom. It's Sahar. Padawan Sahar. Malgus slew your master, did he not?
How do you... I know who you are. Stay back.
Sahar! It's Rakan. Where are you? I need you to bring that holocron back to...
Shay!
Where's Hedekol?
Enough. None of us will get what we want this way.
Tell her to back off.
Darth Null's holocron. What did Malgus want with it?
Just go! Get out of here! I don't know anything that can help you!
What's going on? What does Heta have to offer?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
Gone! And she destroyed my tracker. We got nothing. Harchuk! It's only a matter of time before she sounds the alarm and brings an army back here. Come on. We need to ground the whole operation until we locate Heta.
What were you thinking? You're letting your obsession with Heta destroy you.
I didn't ask for your opinion. Let's move out. This has to be the command center. See if you can find out where Heta's hiding. I'll scan for any uninvited guests.
There's nothing about a location for Heta's base, but it looks like we control the only communication tower.
Then we bring Heta to me. Blow this place to dust, cut off comms, and send up a flare she can't miss.
Wait. We're in control of their communications. Let's use that.
Heta's people could already be on their way. If you have a plan, let's hear it. Otherwise, I'm taking this place out and setting off every alarm.
Alarms?
You have an idea?
Perhaps. I recall you owned a hunting dog.
A Strill, yeah. Why?
Perhaps Heta's dogs would enjoy a game of fetch.
A false alarm. Send her fleet to chase empty space. You'd have to leave the comm center in one piece. I like messing with Heta's toys, but I don't want to miss a chance to cripple her network.
Don't be foolish. We can remove her entire fleet with the press of a button.
Watch your tongue, Sith. Get it done before I change my mind.
Done.
Now I'll cut all communication to those ships. Can't have her dogs being called back too soon. Wouldn't be able to if we blew the whole place up. Okay. Let's see if anything around here leads to Hedda.
Find anything?
A few pieces from the Spirit of Vengeance. The Ashad had very specific goals in mind with that attack. I didn't expect someone following the Jedi ways to be fighting for Hedda Cole. What do you think is happening there?
Sahar isn't making any sense. There has to be more to this.
Maybe. Doesn't matter much to me as long as she stays out of my way. I'm not finding anything here. Let's move on. Nothing so far. See if you can find anything on that console.
Well, well. Not who I was hoping to catch. I shouldn't be surprised. Sahar mentioned she ran into you. Your attempts to question her loyalty failed. There's nothing stronger than family. You look uncomfortable. At least I know Bask wasn't lying about the power of these sonic weapons.
And hey, no hard feelings. I know there's a lot of drama between us, but that's all ancient history.
But no Shay, I see. Anything to avoid her duties as Mandalore. No doubt she'll be along soon to face me.
She will enjoy ending this. So will I.
Such confidence. She wants you to believe this is all for a noble cause. Shay has always been a reluctant Mandalore, choosing to chase me rather than lead. The Mandalorians are scattered and uncertain. They could be an unstoppable force with the right leadership.
And that's you.
Shay's arrival was expected, but your involvement is a delicious wrinkle. You were doing so well slithering around like a Jakar, and the ploy with my ships? Clever. You understand subtlety. Impressive. I've never much cared for Darjetti, but I like you. So, do I use you as bait or cut your throat?
Enough!
I challenge you. Face me with honor. or show your followers what you truly are.
Shay.
Hera.
I accept. The standard trappings soar right here and now.
Anytime, anywhere.
Ruhnuk is a dull place. Let's give my people a show. Take her.
Bring him. Any problems in transport, it's your head, Darmanda.
Should have killed this one when we had the chance.
No profit in doing that.
I'm sure the Field Marshal has some grand plan. She always does.
You alright? You look terrible.
Shay challenged Heta to a duel. She's been taken.
A duel? Oh, of course. Okay. Listen, you remember that weird droid signal we used earlier? A new one popped up on my scanners, led me right here. I thought you sent it, but clearly not. Shay was leaving a trail to follow. This is Heta's base. If those two are gonna fight, it's here.
Then let's hope Shay hasn't killed her without us.
Agreed. I'd like to get a little payback myself after the relay station. Now that was a fight. I got lucky, but Akavi was in the middle of it. She fought like a rat ghoul, but she's in worse shape than she'll admit.
If we contacted you, we could have risked the whole mission.
I understand. You did the right thing. I'm a Mandalorian. We invented overcoming the odds. Oh, one more thing. I heard a lot of chatter at the relay station about a false alarm. That mean anything to you?
Heta's ships are coming back. We don't have much time.
Never do. We need to get a message to Jakaya and the fleet. Maybe he can leverage a tactical advantage if it comes to it.
First things first.
Right. Find Shay, shoot Heta, and bring this whole place down. A few more of these should be a good start, right?
Let's go.
Hang on, let me check something. Okay, looks like I can get a message out to Jakaya through this, but it's gonna take some time. Down there is a service tunnel into the main area. It kills me, but I have to stay here and do this. Heta's fleet can't be far away. Find Shay. I'm counting on you.
I want to show you something. A weapon. One of the greatest ever created. It's been honed, tested, and delivered to devastating effect. On every one of us. The banner of Clan Kadera. Mandalore the Vindicated made us puppets of other powers. When the Kaderas resisted, he branded them traitors. My parents stood with them. For defending Mandalorian honor, they were slaughtered. This banner has been a symbol of shame for decades. A bloody reminder of what happens when you don't obey. Those who would keep us silent are the enemy. Are we not the greatest warriors in the galaxy? Are we not worthy of forging our own destiny? Then we must fight. First, by destroying our enemy's greatest weapon, our obedience. Then, by exposing their weakness. Shay Vizsla, come and face me!
Gladly, Pretender.
Something's wrong. Shay's in trouble.
You? Well, ain't this a kick to the shebs?
What's going on here?
Just making sure Hedda ends up on top. I got a lot riding on this. It took 4 of these babies to stop you, so I figured if I use just one on Shay Vizsla, the odds get much better for me. Hedda doesn't know about this, of course. Don't want to step on her precious honor.
Shut it off.
Wait, hear me out! If Hedda wins, I get a huge payday. Huge! You let me finish this my way, and Darmanda walks away from Hedda's pointy horns and anything to do with the hidden chain. She loses our support. You understand me? Hey, I'll even sweeten the deal. Darmanda supplies your side a fat discount on weapons, supplies, whatever, for the war. Between you and me, Shay ain't looking too good. You might as well get something out of this. walk away. And that is Hedda's fleet arriving. Let me guess. Your fleet? We're out of time. Leave right now, and Darmanda drops out of this and backs your side instead. So, what's it gonna be?
I'm going to even the odds.
That's your idea of a fair fight? Same as mine.
You're right.
You just cost me a lot of credits.
Never threaten me.
Hold your ground!
SWTOR, is that you? Must be my lucky day. You keep giving me the chance to kill you. And you keep missing, Jakar! Thanks. Things just went from bad to worse.
Who was that?
This isn't finished, traitor!
They're retreating.
Do not pursue. I repeat, do not pursue.
What about Hetter's fleet?
We used that storm to launch an ambush of our own. It wasn't pretty, but it put them on the run. Mandalore, can you hear me?
Jakaya?
I'm right here. We're getting you out.
Where is she?
Hetter's gone.
Artuk.
It's not over. We'll find her. You can bet on that. Just tell him, Ras.
I dislike secrets. Speak.
An old enemy has crawled out of the muck.
Rakan. He's the one who singled me out during the fight. I swore I'd kill him the next time I saw him.
What's the story there?
2 years ago, Rakan was part of a group helping the imps on Belsavis. They were good. Experienced, skilled, all that. The Republic hired their own team to stop them. Our sister Layla was in charge. There were casualties, for both sides. The imp mission failed, but Rakan escaped. Layla didn't make it.
Rakan blamed us, all of Clan Ordo, for his failure. We didn't understand why a mercenary took things so personally. It's clear now. He was part of Hedda Cole's inner circle. He's responsible for losing her best people on Belsavis. He failed her, not just the mission.
The more we know about Hetta and her people, the better prepared we will be next time.
Agreed. It's surprising to learn Rakan has a Padawan for a sister. Never would have called that one. You'll get another chance. He can't hide behind Hedda Cole forever. Come. We should see how Mandalore fares.
How's she doing?
Her wounds are significant, but she is recovering. You should talk with her.
I'm fine, Jakaya. I don't need a nursemaid.
That's for the best. None would put up with you as a patient, great Mandalore.
All of those battles have loosened your brain, as well as your tongue, wise arbiter.
Sorry to interrupt. We got nothing. After Hedda's fleet disengaged, they jumped. Could be anywhere.
Did we find anything at the base?
Not much. Those techs you ran into were happy to go through Hedda's systems, so we'll keep searching. Hard proof aside, it's clear that Rakan's sister, Sahar, is working with Hedda. And she has a Sith relic. That can't be good.
Malgus wanted it, and now Hedda has it. I need to put her in the ground before this gets any worse.
News of your victory moves quickly across the galaxy. Why did you forbid me to mention the device we found? It was clearly there for Heta to cheat.
You will not mention it. Is that clear?
Yes, Mandalore.
I believe Heta was not aware of the device. And while I felt the effects at the start of the duel, I'm certain Heta was the target by the end. Did you have anything to do with this?
The machine hurt you. The fight could only be fair if Heta felt the effects as well.
Fair? You think this is about being fair?
Heta cheated. You needed help.
You had no right to choose between death and a lifetime of dishonor. Heta Cole and the Hidden Chain have managed to attain a victory, despite her defeat. Mandalorians must decide who they follow. This Pretender's days are numbered. Nothing will stand in my way.
Shae Vizsla proved more resourceful than I anticipated. She won. With all my plans, all my preparation, she still won.
This was always a test, Field Marshal. One that you passed. A secret duel on a fringe planet.
This won't be a secret for long.
That only helps our cause. Win or lose, you stood your ground, and Shae needed a whole fleet to rescue her. Your movement, all of this, became real.
Very real, yes. My base is gone, and Shae's victory salting my wounds. We must prepare for war, even as we retreat.
I trust you will see us through.
What do you propose?
My sister has knowledge of a powerful new weapon.
Rakan!
What? Am I wrong? You hold the key.
That was just between us.
You promised to help me.
I will. There is nothing more important to me. But this weapon, it's too dangerous.
Then people with honor should control it. We both know the cost of being powerless.
A weapon? Is this true, Sahar?
Yes.
Darth Malgus himself has his eye on it.
Intriguing. Rakan, make sure no one interrupts us.
A word of caution, Lord Sovo. If my time investigating Darth Nal's work has taught me anything, she did not like visitors.
I do not fear the dead. I knew the moment you asked me here, you finally understood your limitations. It is no secret. Your role in the hand of the Empire should have gone to me. You are clever, I'll grant you that, but weak. We were never truly equals. Your expertise does have its uses, however. Get on with it.
As you wish. Do you know what this is? No, of course you don't.
The mouse shows some teeth. Amusing. But look at this. You've saved me so much time, Rivix.
Don't do anything foolish. You're right, Sovu. We are not equals. But you do have your uses. Priority message for the commander. I found something very interesting.
I'll kill you.
I don't fear the dead either.
Put it down.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing. Here we go.
I've only just arrived, and you're already here to welcome me. Your hospitality is awe-inspiring.
You found something belonging to Darth Nul?
I believe so. As for what it is, that is still a mystery. I have a theory, but that is all it is, a theory. I brought it to you in the hope that you could confirm it. Colonel Gola and Talos Drellick have been hard at work, combing through everything we've found, using the data to pinpoint other locations that may have been under Darth Nul's control. But their expertise only reaches so far. You, however, have specialists and resources at your disposal that could identify what we've found.
If someone here knew anything about Darth Null, don't you think I would have asked them by now?
What about your fascinating Hutt scientist, Dr. Ogorub? He must have something in his bag of tricks that can tell us anything about this artifact.
And when he inevitably gets carried away by all of this, who is going to rein him in?
I think that the two of us will be able to keep the good doctor in line. Lead the way. I am eager to learn what secrets this relic may be hiding.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Hedda cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Ruhnuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and was nearly defeated. An outcome that was not expected. How could my plans so miss the mark? I asked myself. I looked and finally found my answer. Someone did not honor their agreements. Someone valued credits over their own life. Bask's son used one of his pretty machines to make sure I didn't win the duel. He died like a coward. Because of him, we lost Ruhnuk. Because of me, we gained a great deal more. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
I meant to say before, I ran into your old friend when I found Null's relic, Tau Adair. She put up quite a fight. She tries so fiercely to hide her contempt, yet she fails spectacularly.
The Jedi must be looking into Darth Null's history as well. We did what they couldn't. We captured Malgus. What makes them think they'll find anything before we do?
Determination, bordering on obstinance, delusion disguised as confidence. All typical of the Jedi. I'm sure they're desperately searching for their wayward Padawan.
Over here! I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
The intricacies of the device were fascinating. I would be more than happy to go over the details.
I want to hear more about what you've uncovered. I sense something violent about this relic. The longer it's in my presence, the feeling grows stronger.
Your perception is spot on, as usual. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
What else did you find?
A very interesting clue. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That is curious. Before recent decades, Sith did not typically use Adigan crystals. They were favored by Jedi in Darth Null's lifetime, if she lived as long ago as we hypothesize.
So, why did Darth Null have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
The answer may be more apparent than we think. We know Darth Null created the Children of the Emperor. Perhaps she used the crystals in her method of binding Jedi prey to her master.
What else could she have built with them?
In theory, the possibilities are limitless from all she seemed to know. Someone who does not shy away from knowledge, no matter its source, in order to create, to expand their awareness. It is admirable.
I'm not sure the victims of Null's mind control techniques would agree, but I see your point. This might be the time to speak to Malgus again. You can ask about the interesting discoveries we've made here today.
I can't shake the feeling that Malgus doesn't know Darth Null as well as he thinks he does. It's time I found out for sure.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
Thank you both for your help on this.
It has been my pleasure.
I am more than happy to be of service. Now, Dr. Ogorob, about that containment device.
The chat you had with Dr. Ogorob paints a better picture of what Malgus may have been up to. Darth Null's work on mind control says a lot, but combining Sith and Jedi toys? That's big news. Malgus following in the footsteps of someone with Jedi connections is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Never mind Hedda Cole getting her hands on Darth Null's holocron.
Has Malgus been behaving himself?
Haven't seen any security alerts since the last time you were here. He can't use mind tricks on the droids, and no one gets in without our say-so. You could say he's been on his best behavior, if he weren't so uncooperative.
What we learned about Darth Null's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much.
Heads up. Looks like we have a special guest.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Empress and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work.
One of those contracts was destroying the defense grid on Coruscant during an Imperial invasion.
I was there to do a job. I did it and moved on. You should understand that.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Hedda, with or without permission.
That's why I'm here. We all need to know more about his plan.
Don't you get it? With the holocron, Hedda is part of that plan, willing or not.
You weren't interested in the holocron when we ran into Sahar.
I wasn't. But I won't let Hedda use whatever's on there to hurt my people. Things have changed between us since Ruhnuk. But that doesn't matter right now. So, what's it gonna be?
I can handle Malgus. I've done it before.
And you've got nothing. Use the same tactics, get the same results. Think about it. I'm the only one here who knows him. I get how he thinks, how he twists everything around, what's really important to him. I can make this happen.
Doesn't change the fact that Shay isn't on the VIP list.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
More than that, Shay can give advice during my questioning.
Malgus had a few bad habits when I worked with him. I'm betting they're still there. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
Risky, but the situation calls for it.
At least we'll be in full control. If anything seems wrong, we can shut it down.
All right, everyone, be on your guard. Time to pay our guest a visit. Ready?
Always.
Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
If you explain to me what you hope to accomplish, maybe I can help you. Maybe there's another way to finish what you started, a way that others will accept.
Few minds can comprehend my vision.
Is your vision so fragile it will come undone simply by mentioning it?
You're losing our only chance to ask about Hedda.
We learned that Darth Nul used Jedi techniques in her work. Did you know about that?
Do you think there is any knowledge of Darth Nul that I do not already possess? It was only a matter of time before you discovered the connection. Her mastery of Jedi secrets is woven into all of her creation. Like her, my vision surmounts Jedi and Sith, Empire and Republic.
Showing our hand wouldn't have been my choice, but it got him talking. Ask about Hedda.
Is that why Heta Cole is part of your plan? Because she's an outsider too.
I have no need for the Mandalorians or their quarrels. An endless cycle of waste and fodder. Useless.
Big talk from inside that cell.
I can understand how someone would think the Mandalorians are unreliable.
Watch it.
But I haven't once regretted having them as allies.
Not yet.
Slippery Chikaris. Okay, maybe Hedda wasn't part of his plan, but something sure as hell changed.
You can't conquer the galaxy without an army.
When I am through, one will rise from the ashes. I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osic. What about the holocron? Does Hedda have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Shavisla. Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Heta Kol gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Heta will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
Can you not see it? The past looms over us all, a shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
You are everything wrong with the Sith. You preach about strength, yet here you are, imprisoned by your own insolence.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
What exactly do you mean by unusual?
It would be best if I explained in person. I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
Who summoned you? Are you in any trouble?
I am in no trouble. The three are leaders of Voss. There was a matter they wished to discuss. Some confusion they wanted clarified.
I sent you to look into the origins of one of Darth Nul's relics. I haven't heard any updates.
What I found. It is best if I show you in person. I will await your arrival.
Voss. Well, at least it's nice this time of year.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
You have arrived. Good. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Null, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. When I traveled to the planet in wild space, I found the members of the Force Enclave that I had not been able to reach. They were changed by what they endured there and by what we found, what you are about to see. Darth Null possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Null could speak to someone's most hidden desires, reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization. She was looked down upon for this by those who believed she shared power with the unworthy. She could find no favor among her kind. Darth Null took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Null taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary. But eventually, Null made a connection with someone she did not intend. A being of dark malevolence, the Sith Emperor. He hunted her down, using her own power against her. Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Null locked many of their secrets away in the ruins my team discovered. Null and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Null's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Null.
If the Emperor made her Darth Null after she was captured, who was she before?
She was no one. At least, not after she was expelled from the Jedi Order.
You're telling me that Darth Null, the woman that Malgus blindly reveres, she was a Jedi?
For a time. The account of Darth Null's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
Every time we learn something about Darth Null, it adds more pieces to the puzzle, and we still don't know what she did inspired Malgus's plans.
But now the truth has come to light. If Malgus wanted to hide it forever, he failed.
All that you found about Darth Null, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
You brought me here to find out more about the vision.
I brought you here to try. The Three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision, but they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
Can't you ask them about the vision?
They would not reveal it to me. But there is another way. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The Three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. With luck, they will be receptive to one with your gracious reputation.
I've already made an impression on them. This shouldn't be difficult.
It has been years since you first came to Voss. The members of the Three have changed many times since then, but they all expect the same courtesies. Be conscious of the struggles of Voss. Be considerate of our views. Little else is needed. Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
Greetings. I am Maton Jar. This is Kodum. Sonoray sent word that you would be joining us. You keep the company of strange associates. I wonder, is it a testament to your character?
Thanfoy Vudagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun.
Together, we, the Shrine Restoration Initiative, have rebuilt much of the damage inflicted during the Eternal Empire's attack. Many shrines in the vicinity of Voska are fully restored.
Vuavaska, Bam Gig Ngungham Trongwang Lao, the Chow Troksha. Nesafun, dear Ko Nagda Neva, Ayak Nagnan Nimatan. Gồm Nico Hoài Bàm Lưu Yết Cho Tai Phai Lại Ăn Gor Sun Ấy Làm Sao Con trai Chua Vai Tram Nam Maya Chong Đi Thô.
We understand that you hope for an audience with the Three. They are here, but wholly consumed with seeing us expedite our work on the Shrine of Contemplation. Should you help us arrive at our goal?
Tran Vien Mongi Ho Vabaka Vihutroi Qua Tu Fulam. Vostran Viti Mi Ku Konua. Quantai Lapwa Uat Bon Naudan Piokotova. Gồm Nico Hoài Bàm Lưu Yết Cho Tai Phai Lại Ăn Gor Sun Ấy Làm Sao.
They have lost control of the excavation droids. That is troubling.
Vuavaska, Bam Gig Ngungham Trongwang Lao, the Chow Troksha.
Wait. Before one enters the Shrine of Judgment, one must be cleansed. The workers perform this ritual before entering the shrine. The outsider must do the same. The outsider will prevent any harm from coming to them. But unless the ritual is performed, desecration of the shrine is assured.
Thanfoy Vudagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun.
Do not worry, friend. I will guide the outsider every step of the way. It will be quick. Go to the Altar of Clarity, at the edge of the settlement. I will guide you through the ritual.
Tran Vien Mongi Ho Vabaka Vihutroi Qua Tu Fulam. Va Mingwang Gam Jiwan Qua Magi Lan Va. Nesafun Dear Ko Nagda Neva Ayak Nagnan Nimatan. Vuavaska, Bam Gig Ngungham Trongwang Lao, the Chow Troksha. Quai Kong Ni Bao Li Ching Tong Dorong Lao. Ni Go Wai That Wai Chakaman. Kong Ni Wai He Triole. Gồm Nico Hoài Bàm Lưu Yết Cho Tai Phai Lại Ăn Gor Sun Ấy Làm Sao. Thanfoy Vudagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun. Thanfoy Vudagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun. Vuavaska, Bam Gig Ngungham Trongwang Lao, the Chow Troksha. Nesafun fundi ko nagdaneva ayak nagnanimatan. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ayak nagnanimatan. Vet nå what dingdo tangmo. Nambo mongbon tulran kati kumimo ko namban. O kung klung sa am do ting namani how lay mai. Kontrai ko avai tram namaya chong dito. Puavaska bam ki na kung ham trong wan lao the chow troksha. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ayak nagnanimatan. Den futagan achnan choktontay, vebegor nesafun. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ayak nagnanimatan. Kumniko wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Den futagan achnan choktontay, vebegor nesafun. Go worry that boy chakaman. Kongi why hey triole. Dan futagan achnan choktontay, vebegor nesafun. Puavaska bam ki na kungkam from one lao the chow troksha. Get that 3 mil troy von turku a toy. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ayak nagnanimatan. Puavaska bam ki na kungkam from one lao the chow troksha. Vet nå what dingdo tangmo. Vi go worry that boy chakaman. Kongi why hey triole. Kumniko wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Puavaska bam ki na kungkam from one lao the chow troksha. Vi go worry that boy chakaman. Kongi wai hey triole. Den futagan achnan choktontay, vebegor nesafun. Unding trang vindong fa lenginich mung kumodiwa. Kumniko wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Kontrai ko avai tram namaya chong dito. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ayak nagnanimatan. Vi go worry that boy chakaman. Kongi wai hey triole. Vaidenen ang kortati lavat.
Eyes on the floor. Do you hear me? We can't have you running around messing things up.
Kontrai ko avai tram namaya chong dito.
What did I just say about not moving? Stay put. It's for your own good. Heads up, we got an intruder!
Den futagan achnan choktontay, vebegor nesafun. Vi go worry that boy chakaman. Kongi wai hey triole.
Lumbo mungamun tuturulan katehe kumni mu konamvan. Kumnue jiwai mam lui chao tapai luengor senao lam la sao.
Gồm ní của hoài bàm lưu ý cho tai phai lại ăn gor xuân này làm sao. Này số phân thì cô nước đó này và ấy à các nạn ni mà tan. Ni cô hoài đáp hoài cho cảm rằng. Không nghĩ hoài hệ treo lệ. Gồm ní của hoài bàm lưu ý cho tai phai lại ăn gor xuân này làm sao. Này số phân thì cô nước đó này và ấy à các nạn ni mà tan. Then phải phụ ta gan ác nạn cho các con tay về bê gor này số phân. Vì nó bọt đinh nó tăng mù. Hua Vaska, bam kỳ nó cũng không trong hoàng lao, đã cháu trọc xa. Này số phân thì cô nước đó này và ấy à các nạn ni mà tan. Then phải phụ ta gan ác nạn cho các con tay về bê gor này số phân. Này số phân thì cô nước đó này và ấy à các nạn ni mà tan. Ông tình trạng viên đồng và lên ghi rich mong không có điều à. Làm duạc vì con ropa là nhìn các con mặc đi. Then phải phụ ta gan ác nạn cho các con tay về bê gor này số phân.
There is a considerable amount of Gormak technology in this. How did the invaders come to possess this? Kodam, choose your words carefully. What do you know about this?
Huavaska, bam ki na gungham trong wang lao, the chow troksha. Ni go word up why chakamrang. Kongi why he triole.
That is encouraging to hear, Kodam. You are correct. The next step is to learn all we can about them. Our researchers will study this device and divine its purpose. Doing so will allow us to track the invaders and avoid unnecessary destruction.
Gồm ní của hoài bàm lưu ý cho tai phai lại ăn gor xuân này làm sao. Này số phân thì cô nước đó này và ấy à các nạn ni mà tan.
Your actions have given us leverage in this fight, but the harm done has been extensive. Our work in the Shrine of Contemplation was already behind. Zerka's presence has thrown the reconstruction into chaos. Some damage can be repaired. But if we cannot complete the restoration, it will leave a lasting scar. Until the work has resumed, the three will not turn their attention to you. You were born with the ability to wield the Force. You were trained by another. You learned how to control it, how to use it. It is now a natural extension of who you are, just as it is a natural extension of my people. Now, imagine you are part of a society that works to hone your abilities to a greater purpose. Our shrines are built for this singular purpose. But now those shrines, built over generations, are destroyed, reduced to rubble by the Eternal Empire. In that moment, it was as if our eyes were shut. We were cut off from our purpose. We do not restore buildings. We ignite our purpose once more. Until we find that light again, everything else, the invaders, the truce, the relics, is secondary. You have more than earned the right to understand. But we cannot sit idle during this time. We need help in ways other than stopping the invaders. Offer your skills, and the three will notice. Do you understand?
Huavaska, bam ki na gungham trong wang lao,
The importance of what they do cannot be understated. Now, I must update the three on the situation. They will be most disappointed to learn how the invaders obtained the devices we are researching.
Vuavaska, Bamki Ngungham Trongwan Lao, the Chow Troksha. No hung Vijek, la Mulo Yumi, Vagi Uchep, the Tong Truen. Vuavaska, Bamki Ngungham Trongwan Lao, the Chow Troksha. Weidelen Dang Gorkate Lavat. Ang Pak Kinoto Minfu. Drojin Trangan. Then for Vudagan Achnan Chok Tonte, Vebegor Nesafun.
You have been busy aiding the restoration efforts. I make no promises, but the three may grant an audience. Of course, if you provide additional help, they will look favorably upon any business you conduct with them. They did. I have their findings here. They confirm the purpose of the device, to locate objects touched by the Force. Perhaps this explains why you sensed something strange about it. Why would an arms dealer like Zerka hire mercenaries to find these items? Why risk war for a remote chance of finding something they cannot use? Once we became aware of what the device can do, we feared what Zerka might find in the depths of the Shrine of Contemplation. You should begin your search for the invaders there. Stop Zerka, and bring anything you find back to us. In testing the device, we discovered potential targets. Apart from that, you know enough to complete this final task. Do this for us, and your audience with the three will be secured.
You do good work. How you handled my incompetent colleagues back there. Beautiful. It will save me a lot of paperwork when I report back to Zerka. Oh, I knew this would get uncomfortable. I mean, we are professionals with opposing objectives. So let's get right to business, shall we? The Voss keeps all kinds of dangerous objects lying around. That's why we're both here, yes? We know some would make powerful weapons. In the right hands. The Gormak understand this. I do have to hand it to them. Their ways with technology are impressive. Second only to Zerka. They could turn the right artifact into a new balance of power. Yes and no. The deal with the Gormak was a convenient opening. Getting any assets down here is next to impossible without an introduction. I told the Gormak that I would provide specialized Zerka weaponry so they could protect themselves. We both know it's a matter of time before this truce falls apart. All I asked in return was access to the Interpreter's retreat. For research. They agreed. What you have there is the prize. It's a record of the Jedi's influence on the ancient Voss. Normally I don't need an armed escort to retrieve historical documents, but in the right hands, this one could severely undermine the truce. We get the Voss and Gormak fighting again. This world is open to Zerka operations, weapon sales. Oh, the possibilities are endless. It was easy. Everything is, when you know the right people. Now, I do need to be on my way, so I'm going to hand this chat over to my good friends here. It's been a pleasure.
Where have you been?
Nee so fundi ko neva ak nagnan ni matan. Trani den mo shecham bargut matin shong.
Thank you. It would have been disastrous if outsiders possessed this.
Then foi vudagan achnan chok tontai, vebegor nesafun.
I will do all I can. Kodam can show me how.
Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Then foi vudagan achnan chok tontai, vebegor nesafun. Then foi vudagan achnan chok tontai, vebegor nesafun. Viev krom min tun sanqui.
Do not let Kodam's words disparage you. You have succeeded in your task, outsider. The three have taken notice of the progress the initiative has regained. They know who deserves the credit for this accomplishment. An interesting recommendation. Before this artifact is returned to the Shrine of Contemplation, I will see that its contents are shared. At least within the Shrine Restoration Initiative. If that is all, you must be eager to return to your original purpose. You are granted the audience you seek, and I am proud to have helped you earn it. Whatever knowledge you pursue, I hope you find it. May the words of the three guide you to your victory.
It is time. The three have asked you to appear before them. Your actions have left an impression, a rare achievement. They are waiting for you now.
Why did the three call you here? What did they want to talk to you about?
A question I have delayed answering for too long.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy, my presence in your alliance was understandable, but much has changed. The Outsiders' wars no longer concern Voss. We have our own struggles. The three want to know why I do not return and continue my duties as a mystic. After I joined the Alliance, I no longer had access to interpreters who could derive meaning from my visions. For the first time, my actions were determined by my own decisions. And a Voss who chooses to remain with outsiders is a Voss who is forever looked upon with doubt.
I had no idea you chose us over your own people. That must have been difficult, but I'm glad you stayed.
It was a simple choice. You have given me the opportunity to lead, to help others face uncertainty. That is a greater purpose than I ever found as a mystic. I've kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
This isn't my first audience with the three. I met with your predecessors without incident. I think this will go just as well.
I am inclined to agree. I believe you are worthy of the knowledge we plan to share. There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power. One that will tear the galaxy apart.
If you know all that, you must know a way to help me stop Malgus.
It is not so simple.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
I don't understand why you're keeping this vision a secret.
To protect Voss.
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play.
What your mystics see is very important to your people, your government, your societal rules. Everything relies on these visions.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path. The decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three, the Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken. The pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
You shouldn't lie to them about this. Your people are capable of protecting themselves. But if they don't know about this vision, they won't be able to.
We will think on what you say.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready. We will be waiting.